Hey guys. So today we got some news about the mega blocks factory slash plant in Montreal. So they basically want to close it down, and it's Mattel that wants to close this down. So I'm not impressed with that at all. So um, just 1 second here. I gotta change something. Anyway, um, yeah, so it's in the news. I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to play this little clip first. There's no audio, but it shows the plan a little bit. This is from CTV. So let's get to that right there. It says Mega Bloks is closing its factory in Montreal. Now, this was the original plant for Mega Bloks. And back in 2014, I believe it was, Mattel purchased them, sort of to try to get them help them out, get them out of the hole. Um, but anyway, make the long story short, almost 600 people is going to lose their jobs now. Um, yeah, it was sold to Mattel in 2014. The worst thing a Canadian company could have done was sell out to the Americans. It was bad. You can't get any customer service. You can't get anything. You call them, they their customer service is terrible. Assembly will be moved to factories in Mexico and China. Oh, well, shit. That explains it all. Everything is going to Mexico anyway, because that's where all the product for Mega Bloks seems to be going. We're going to go back here because there's more here. Um, let's see, maybe it's the same clip. I don't know. But we couldn't get a hold of any of the new Halo product from Mega Bloks. When you called them, the office is in New York because it's Mattel. If you ask them for a Canadian number, they give you one, but it takes it right back to them again. So, in retrospect, it's kind of like dumb. Like it doesn't work. And they can't even figure out why it doesn't work. So maybe their IT department is not very good either. But anyway, um, what bothers me about this is they got the factory, one of them, in a big warehouse in Montreal. They have yearly sales with like 20% off of their stuff at the warehouse. Tons of Halo product. None of the stores are carrying it in Canada. Walmart can't get it. They say that they can't get it. They order it and can't get it. In fact, all the stores do that. But it came out on Twitter, on Mega Construx Twitter, that they did acknowledge that they have a distribution problem. So we know that because nothing's coming here or to the U.S. Seems to be all going to Mexico. Um, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. The warehouse is here and we can't even get the product, even if you go knock on their door. It's just really silly. Now they want to move their plants to Mexico and China. I can see why they want to move to China because Lego has a plan over there to fulfill the Asian market. Um, I think they want to cut in. So they are getting better than the older Mega Blocks. Mega Construx is better product now. So it's hard to get, but it's hard to swallow that the Montreal factory is going to close, resulting in 580 some people losing their jobs. You know, it's not good. So let's have a look at this here. What they say here. Um, let's. But before we go to the clip, we'll read this. Montreal, CTV Montreal has confirmed that 583 people will lose their jobs at the Mattel-owned Mega Bloks factory in the Saint Laurent borough of Montreal. The jobs will be phased out between September 2020 and the first quarter 21, a highly placed source told CTV News. The production of plastic bricks and blocks to be assembled will be outsourced to factories in Mexico and China, it was announced on Friday. Well, this could mean their quality control is going to go to hell again because they're going to outsource it. So, will that be a plant like Lepin? Possibly. Maybe they'll get Lego to do it for them on the side. You never know because there's always things that goes on between companies. Um, Quebec Labor Minister Jean Boulet said Friday afternoon that as soon as he was informed of the plant's forthcoming closing, his department started to plan on for help to help the affected workers. Well, that's good because it's 600 people. So the company was started in 1967 by the Bertrand family, but was sold to Mattel in 2014 as part of a $517 million transaction. Holy crap. The American giant had then promised to maintain headquarters of Mega Brands in Montreal. Yeah, promise. It's like a lick of shit because they're taking it away now. They're closing that down. It's already been seen that their head office or whatever's in New York because you can't get anybody in Montreal, so everything is out of New York. The Saint Laurent plant, a 800,000 square foot facility, was modernized over the past 6 years with Quebec government money, the source said, adding that it is surprised to hear the closing because the upgrade was touted as making the factory competitive with factories in other parts of the world. The corporate office of Mega Brands, which employs 230 workers, will continue to operate. Well, that remains to be seen. And if they're closing the plant, they'll probably close that eventually too. See, this is what happens. The American companies come up here and swallow up the Canadian companies, and then they close them out. And then it's just fuck everybody. Too bad. So let's see. There's some related images. Someone working at the plant there. Yes, so we'll go back up here now. See if this plays anything here.
Prestige cream's not living up to the hype. One jar shatters the
anyway,
competition. Olay Regenerist hydrates skin better.
Mute that for a second. Get that ad out because it's going to play the stupid ad. Yeah, so I'm not impressed with the fact that they're going to do that. So, yeah, for some reason, it's the same. It's the same clip, but there's no audio. Now that looked right there like they were 3D printing stuff. So what they're doing there is that's the model shop where they sort of come up with the concept before they go and mold it. So that's why they're 3D printing it, and that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat how they paint it too. I like the product; it's great. Unlike Lego, these Mega Construx are really detailed. The figures are excellent, really articulated, really detailed. Lego's whole philosophy now is going back to leave it up to the kids' imaginations. Well, that's fine, but you got to have imagination to do that, and adults who collect these things are left in the dark because the Mega Bloks or Mega Construx has a big collection community as well. Now, we're going to suffer because of this. Well, we have been suffering because of the poor distribution, but I think it's going to be even worse now if they're outsourcing to plants in Mexico and China. We'll probably never see any product. It's really sad. And for collectors who like the detail in the toys, or if you want to call them that, or the models, you know, it was there with Mega. Lego didn't have that. So that's the one thing they had over Lego. So this is really sad that they're going to lose almost 600 people. I'm going to try to find out more and, do another video, I guess, on that. Keep you updated. Yeah, it's really sad. I don't know what to say. Wake up to this. And, yeah. See, this is the thing. Right here says, the Quebec government gave them money. And the whole thing was to, keep them going. And there's a lot of companies, I know that, like call centers and that are American, come into here, into Canada, that is, and they set up, take the government money. When they're out of it, they fuck off and go back to wherever they're going. So that's not good. This is almost looks like what Mattel is doing here. And I see since Mattel took it over, Well, the quality did go up, but the distribution and the customer service and everything else with it went down the toilet. However, I did call to get a part replaced, and they did send it. But, you know, it's still not in the league that it used to be when it was here in Montreal. You could call them, you could have your replacement parts out in 2 days. They were great. They were really helpful, really nice. But when you call the Mattel hotline, it's a hit or miss. It's a crapshoot. So, I don't know. It's just not a happy place to be right now for Mega Bloks collectors. I'll leave that with you. What can I say? I don't know. It's terrible. It just makes me want to go. But, as it is, this is the way. Yep, I agree. Anyway, time to go. I'll talk to you later. And, all the other brick companies are probably laughing their ass off right now about this. But I'm not. Ciao. See you in the next video.